Hey everyone, welcome to Casual Races. My name is Roberto, aka Magic Mythic, and I want to take you all to Monza in Project Cars. First of all, let me apologize for my bad English, but I think you will manage to understand me. Also, I don't know if I pronounced the names of the corners right, because they're a little bit complicated, but we'll try. I want to give you some history, but also some tips and tricks of this very famous track. And first I want to take you slowly around the track to tell you something about the corners you will have to manage to set a fast lap time in this track. We're here on the back straight, standing before Curva Parabolica. It's a very important bend. You have to get a very good exit for the long straight across start finish, and there are a lot of ways to do that, but the most common way is to hit the apex and then just go full on the throttle and let your car go out to the left of the track. So you see here, just go to the apex and then full on the throttle, and then we are on the straight. Of course I do this very slowly, so you won't see very full throttle stuff in this lap. Cross start finish on your left, on your right is there are the pits. We are going to the first very tight chicane called Variante del Retifilo, if I pronounce it right. It's an important one. You can outbrake people here, but you can also be too late on the brakes, and then you have to take the escape road, which is very slow. Try to avoid the curbs, because then you can bounce out into the gravel on your right, so just go easy on your throttle and just try to find your flow around that chicane. Then the next turn is Curva Grande. It's a very famous turn. Full throttle, very high speed. Just stay on the inside, and at the end you can go to the outside. On to the second chicane. The bridge you see here is a very easy way to recognize where you have to brake, to find your braking point. It's a little bit faster chicane than the first one. Also try to avoid the curbs, because the same as in the third chicane, you will bounce out, and that's not what you want. Then two fast corners, or medium fast corners. Just don't miss the apex. You have room on the outside when you go out of the turn, so there you can go very quick on the throttle, brake, hit the apex and go on the throttle and just let your car go out. I didn't do that in this example, but later on I will show you. And then we are on to the last chicane, and that's a very quick chicane, and how you take that chicane depends on the type of car you are driving. It's a Variante Ascari. If you have a car with a little bit of ground clearance, then just avoid the curbs. If you have a lot of ground clearance, then just go full over the curbs. There's a little bit of I don't know how to call it, but in the second bend you can use the curbs to take you through the corner. I will show it in a fast lap. Back on the back straight and entering Curva Parabolica. And then we did a lap on Monza with a very large history, especially in Formula 1. Now I want to take you on a quick lap, not my quickest lap, but well, you then had the idea what is possible on this track. So let's see how we managed to do that on this Ginetta. This car has a lot of ground clearance, so with this car you can take curbs, it's no problem at all. If you have a Formula 1 car, then ground clearance is very low. So if you hit the curb, then you will just bounce out of it. Back on the back straight for a quick lap. Entering Parabolica, hit the apex, go on the throttle, let your car roll out, and take as much speed with you as you can for this long straight here. Across start finish. I could have done that faster, by the way, but okay. That's no problem, you will get the meaning of it. Okay, finding your braking point here is very important. Don't take too much risk here, just brake on time. And then be careful here on the curbs so you don't bounce out. Wait with the throttle, wait, and then go on the throttle if you almost straighten out. Into the fast corner curve grande, like I said, just full throttle, keep inside. You can overtake here on the outside of the corner if you have a very good exit on the first chicane, but otherwise just stay inside. Find your braking point with the bridge you see for the second chicane, Variante del Rogia. Also here, just hit the apex, go out on the throttle. Onto Curve di Lesmo, it's also hit the apex on the throttle here, because you have a lot of room on the outside, like you see here. Then just tip the brakes, hit the apex and go out on the throttle. Then along straight to the last chicane, Variante Ascari. And with a car like this, like I said, you can just go full over the curbs. It's no problem at all. You can win a lot of time with that. So let's see how I do it in this lap. Brake, brake, brake. Hit the apex. Oh, I didn't take the curves as much as I thought I would. Here I do. And just go out on the throttle. Also a very long straight, so take as much speed as you can on this straight. If you miss out on that chicane, they will definitely pass you here and outbrake you before you hit the curve of Parabolica. Well, that was not a very quick lap, but quick enough to let you see how you can manage to make a quick time on this track. Some history about this track. It's almost 6 kilometers long as we know it now. There are a lot of changes in the past years. This track is almost 100 years old. It's a long time. In 1922 they built it, and not much later they built some chicanes, mostly to help Alfa Romeo. There was also a time after World War II, I think, where they had some big curve in it. But as we know it now, it stayed for a long time like this. It has a very, very rich history in Formula 1. I think it's more than 75 races that are been done here with Formula 1. It's also known as the one with the quickest Formula 1 race ever, with an average speed of almost 250 kilometers per hour. That's not normal. Can't imagine that, to drive as fast as that. Yeah, it's a pretty high speed track. If you can master the chicanes, then you can be very quick here. But also, when you screw up a chicane, you can lose a lot of time. So that's the most important things about this track. Just find your flow through the chicanes and it will be alright. Well, that was Monza for today. Of course we will show a lot of more tracks. I want to thank you all for watching this video and stay tuned for more. Bye bye.